All right, what's up, Dragon Brood? We just played Smuggler Surprise not long ago at the end of the season, but there were some very cool additions from Lorwyn Eclipsed that I think are going to make this deck very surprising, would probably be the best word. But yeah, all right, so we're going to make a lot of mana because we need it to we're going to do a lot of things. So we're starting with Llanowar Elves, obviously. We're going to play a full set of Smuggler Surprise because, well, that's one of the reasons you want to play the deck. Then, of course, there's Badger Mole Cub because we're making mana. Bloom Tender. Now, you might be like, okay, why Bloom Tender? We'll talk about it in a second, but it should be making a minimum of 2 mana a lot of the time, but we'll see. And then we have Formidable Speaker, which is good because, one, it can let us go get our Bloom Tender, but it can also go let us get some of the other key cards, which is one of the problems you have with Smuggler Surprise sometimes, is that you have Surprise with nothing to put in the battlefield, or no way to get any fun little combo trickery. But we're also going to try a couple copies of Noggle Robber, because, one, this is multicolor. We can cast it even if our mana gets stuck on just one color, which is going to be green most of the time. But we can also make a treasure. If it dies, we make a treasure. And then we have enough mana the next turn to be able to Smuggler Surprise right off the bat, which is super sweet. We have Leyline of the Guild Pack. So if we do get this in our opening hand, then your Bloom Tenders are supercharged. Obviously, you love that. And then we get into the heavy hitter stuff here, right? So Terror of the Peaks, obviously. We get our creatures down, get to deal damage. Love that. Calamity, if you're playing Smuggler Surprise, you're basically a Calamity deck, right? You want to copy your things, get a bunch of stuff. We are playing one random encounter because I just wanted something other than just Smuggler Surprise, right? If we can make this much mana, we should probably have another way to get our other monsters in the battlefield. And then one of those monsters is Aurora Awakener, which is 7 mana, which we could hard cast if necessary. If all our stuff's every color, then you just get 5 cards, which is great. But even if not, if you get this with the Calamity, it's probably lights out, right? Because you get to get 2 more 7/7s, and then each one is also going to trigger to get multiple things. Even if you don't even have the ley line, each one's getting at least 2 things, and that should be pretty good. So we'll see. I don't know. It's a little gimmicky, but it should be a lot of fun. But if you want to get this or anything else and put a new deck together with Lorwyn, or just save some money buying Lorwyn, go over to Tales of Adventure. It's toamagic.com. Use my code DRAGON. It's DRAGN. It'll save you 5%. It's totally worth it. But all right. Let's go see what kind of trouble or calamity we can cause. All right, let's see what we got going on. Yes, we'll keep this. This is one of those weird hands that if we don't find something to do with Smuggler Surprise, this is just going to feel really bad. All right, let's go here. Oh, we just hard drew the Awakener. Okay. That's a thing that happened. I mean, are we just going to cast Awakener straight up next turn? 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah. Wow, turn 3, just going to try to hard cast Awakener here, y'all. We're not even going to Smuggler Surprise. Actually, I'll Smuggler Surprise if we draw another untapped land, because then we'll have 8. All right, we didn't. We'll just do this. Not the best, not the worst. But we get the full value in play anyway, so there's at least that. Get a Noggle Robber. No attacks. In the turn. Then we get to Smuggler Surprise or Random Encounter next turn. Eclipse Elf. You get to look at 4... Yeah, sure. Yeah, Smuggler... I think we max Smuggler Surprise. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, alright. Sweet. And there. And then Ataxies. Actually, no, we can do this as well. Wow, we had so much mana. And then the sick part is, we have, well, let's just attack. We don't need to do all that. Like, we'd be able to replay things next turn as well. That's gross. Yeah, wasn't planning on that. Turn 3 Vivid dude, or Aurora dude, is kind of crazy. I guess Aurora dude is also the Vivid dude. Yeah, that was surprising. I'm going to say the least. Like, that's kind of crazy. If we could do that a lot, that would be awesome. Let's... Ew, man, if this Llanowar Elf dies, this is going to hurt a lot. Still going to do it. Like, not going to love it, but we're still going to do it. Okay, it somehow survived. I guess we do this into... I mean, I'm not discarding a land to get a Badger Mole Cub, right? That's crazy. But if I... damn, this is a hard choice. Get rid of Aurora Awakener, but then... I can't. I think it's got to be Calamity. That sucks. I just couldn't convince myself it should be any other way. I could... Bloom Tender. I mean, if they don't have removal, Bloom Tender is probably better. Let's just see what happens. Okay, well, that makes life a little better, potentially. I guess I'll put this on red. Pass the turn. Okay, thought they might have had something they could flash in there since they didn't get rid of our creatures. Oh, there's a Tezzeret. Yep, we're probably going to lose a Bloom Tender next turn. So we're going to need something to hit strong here. Oh, Mox Jasper. Okay. All right. Chat, which way we want to go? Just straight up Aurora Awakener, or do we want to... we're going to Aurora Awakener. Oh, actually, could we do both of these? Oh, we can do both of them. That's sick. With the speaker, we can untap Bloom Tender. Oh, this is gross. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't think it matters what colors these all go on. They come into play tapped. Turn this into for extra mana we don't need. Don't need that. Wow, this is a nutso turn. No, decline. We will not be discarding that. We will be using this to untap this and then play this. Not as exciting. I guess we'll keep the one that has haste. Oh my gosh. We're just... we might deck ourselves. Alright, good stuff. Yeah, and a Terror of the Peaks. Great. Love it. This, okay, well, alright then. Things are just happening. This is comical. What do we even... Okay, what do we have? Oh, the Terror of the Peaks target. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll just pick off that because... Oh, and I gotta activate a land? Yeah, sure. Do I have enough to do this again? Nope, I don't. I can't, right? Oh, no, we don't. That's what I thought. Okay, sure. Now we go ahead and find somewhere in here there's a Aurora Awakener. Nope, one of these doesn't have summoning sick. There we go. And then we just get in there for however much this is. We're not even going to get to resolve all these, are we? Terror of the Peaks, lands. Oh my gosh. This is so many triggers all at one time. Oh, goodness. All right. Sure. These are all stacked up. Like, and then lands and Badger Mole Cubs. Sure. This is ridiculous. All right, lands, yep. Lands, yep. Wow. Wow. This is one of those scenarios where, like, in your head, when you're deck building, you're like, okay, there's some cool things we might be able to do. And then turns like this happen, and you're just like, This doesn't even seem possible. And was this turn 4? Because we played Elf on 1, we played the discard tutor guy on 2. Oh yeah, turn 3 we played the Bloom Tender, and then turn 4 we play it. Yeah. Wow. Wow. This is a turn 4 board. This doesn't even look right. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. And we only had 19 cards left. Like, we went from turn 4 down to 19 cards. Like, that's insane. And we didn't even get to the attack step. We still had creatures attacking here with 7 more damage to resolve on the stack. Wow. Okay, sure, man. Though, low-key, I think people that do that don't understand how to make decent content. Whoa, yeah, submit that. Let's play this. All right. We get to play this tapped. Have a land? Excellent. We'll leave that. Because I have a feeling some number of these mana creatures are not going to survive the turn. Yeah, you got to get the Bloom Tender here. Like, that's a no-brainer. Though, if they had that other 2 mana one here, where you can do like 2 to a thing and 1 to a thing, that would have cooked us this turn. Do we just go get another Bloom Tender? I feel like maybe yes? Huh. Yeah, I guess so. It's probably just going to get killed anyway, but I figure we go for it. I mean, the problem is they now know we have the Bloom Tender, so they probably just wait for it. Oh, you know what? That's not what I should. I chose poorly. I could have also went and got a Badger Mole Cub that I could have gotten 2 for, untap one of the creatures, go down to 3, up to 5. So I could have had 5 mana plus this next turn. Yeah, that might have been the mistake. We'll see, though. Pass the turn. I mean, because here's the thing. If I search for a Bloom Tender, you kind of want to get rid of the Bloom Tender, right? Okay. That makes sense. All right. I'm just going to let the opponent play their thing so we can move on to the next game. Reanimate your duders. Speaker, is that Reanimator in that Reanimator pile is a big addition? Maybe. Opponent, just play something and kill me. All right, you got it. Are we for just not doing anything on their side? Like, you have all this cool stuff in the yard. Like, what is this about? Oh, they're probably sitting on counters now. All right, well, we have 16 turns to go. All right, hopefully they find what they're digging for to put us out of our misery. Our opponent? Are we just playing the removal spell as our new card in the deck? You gotta have something cool in there. Come on. You can do it. I promise. Or our opponent went AFK? Yeah, our opponent might have disconnected. Huh. Well, this is awkward. Because Because they are definitely in the winning position, but I guess we'll just hang out and see if they come back. Anyway, while we have a moment, if y'all have any questions about any deck building stuff around Lorwyn, go ahead and put the comments in the chat, and I will answer some of those questions while we wait. Because it looks like our opponent might have just gone away. Oh, there we are. They're back. They're highlighting stuff. And they didn't discard anything. They just wanted to draw a card. Okay. We'll just mill and add some stuff. I guess I'll take this and this. Because that just makes sense. Hey, a Noggle Robber. If I do that, I have 4. I could play that tapped and not take any damage. Play the Robber still. Alright. That's cool. I mean, I could also just take 2 and then still attack. Which is probably... We're still kind of the aggressor at the moment. So, sure. Alright. Let's see what we can do with this. But see, this is the situation I was talking about. If we'd had Noggle Robber earlier, when these like ill-timed explosions and stuff were going off, we could have maybe got something else into play. Yeah, Noggle Robber is a pretty cool card. It's a 3/3 body. The best we could kind of equate it to is it's similar to Jewel Thief. It's not quite the same, but it does make a treasure when it enters and when it leaves, which is pretty big. Like, speaking of here, it's a good example. We get some treasures. We get our lands back. Get to surveil. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's a tap land, though. I'm going to gamble. Probably a bad call. Because I don't want to necessarily use both of my treasure if I don't have to here, but 'tis what it is. I think we're just going to go for it with the Awakener. Yeah, let's go for it. All right. Oh, no! Oh, you're kidding. Okay, then. Such is life. Wow, that's brutal. That's just savage. Yeah, sure, man. Oh, that sucks so much. What do you even do? What do you even do? Opponent, just get something big out of your yard, please, and finish us. We don't deserve to even be in this game right now, especially after whiffing like that. I deserve no quarter. I should be gone. And the crazy part is, that's after we surveilled the land. And we still hit 5 in a row. We had land, Bloom Tender, 5 land. Those were our top 7 cards there. That's gross. Alright, your stuff has trample and double attack and all that good stuff here. Alright. You got it. Get to make an 8/8, right? When they attack. Are we going to have a chance at winning this? This feels like a game we should definitely lose. How are we still playing Magic right now, y'all? Alright. I mean, Calamity Awakener. Here we go. I mean, it is what it is. Let's see if it happens. Oh my gosh, this is so insane. This is so insane. It's actually working. We're doing the thing. Keep the one that's attacking, obviously. Get all these triggers. What all am I going to have triggering? 5? Not enough. So let's just get rid of you, because we'll have the next set of 5 going off as well. Oh, I get to deal 4 to that. So that's reasonable. Oh, we're going to be trampling. Yeah, the game's going to be way over. Oh, no, maybe it won't be. Oh, my gosh. So crazy. We had the worst luck with our dudes, but opponents at 15. Sure, man. Oh, my gosh. That's so brutal. They're at 1. Oh, my gosh. Might as well play the other just because. What the hell? Absolute insanity. I mean, they can play another big ill-timed explosion. They've played 3, right? Yeah, they might have another one. I don't know. Man, how did we miss 2 times with the Awakener? We drew 5 lands. Like, if it's anything else, the opponent's at 1, and we can just win. Oh my gosh. Just let you put stuff into play on the cheap, though. And we're only at 12, so we could lose here. For sure. Yep, that guy's pretty big. What else you got? Got another one? It's probably the case. They drew a lot of cards this game. Yeah, they have another one. Alright, cool. GG's. You got it. Like, God, we should have been dead forever ago. Like, we did not deserve to be in that game. Yeah, I don't know. That Meek Attack feels like that takes a lot of setup. I'm not excited about that. But, man, missing on those. Oh, those so bad. So bad. Let's keep it. God, that. Those Awakeners. Whoa. Ooh, do we keep this? Yeah, sure. I can't convince myself to get rid of it. Hey, why is... What's it? What? Hush, Google. My phone's over here trying to go off. Alright. Usually, they will take a turn off here to get rid of your Badger Mole Cub. Which would make sense. Nope, just playing a 2/2. Though that makes double mana, right? Yeah, to play Elementals. We have 4 mana? I guess all we can do is play a Noggle Robber here. I guess the question is their creature worth more than our creature? I think so at the moment, so. We could have tested the waters and attacked there, but I don't know if it was worth it. Alright, they have 5 mana here to play Elementals. Vibrant's great card. Alright. Oh, almost enough with Smuggler's Surprise. I think we save to block here. And let's just put this on, I guess, green or red. Doesn't really matter much. Yeah, let's just pass. Because if we top deck a land, we could do some stuff here. If we block, we'll have the treasure and just hope they don't have a counter. Ooh, Roaming Throne with the Elementals. That's kind of sick. I think the problem is here they won't attack with us having both creatures up, I think is the problem. Okay. That makes sense. Yep. And now we're in a bad spot. So I kind of have to do this. All right, we'll take a cub and commercial district. I don't even think you need to blink the incarnations. I think they're good enough on their own, truthfully. Yep, I'm just gonna take the damage here. We can still sneak our way. Okay, we're getting closer. We're not there yet, but we're getting closer. No attacks. Problem is, another Vibrant getting rid of a Badger Mole Cub probably ends any realistic chance we have at something here, right? Yeah, that's the real ticket here. Because now you get to get the elemental you need to either strip our hand. There you go. That'll get rid of the Badger Mole Cup. That should be the beginning of the end. Yep. That'll do it. I will block here. I don't think we can get out of this. Don't need that. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can get to 7. Question is, will we even be alive? Probably not. But we're going to take this anyway. Because Vibrance gets to get rid of something. If not, well, we're at 16. Maybe not. We'll see how this goes. They have a lot of cards in hand, so I'm pretty sure we're still gone. Oh no, are you going to get the other dude out of the yard and strip my hand? If so, then we're just cooked. Vibrance is our only shot, and we've already seen you can whiff on a Vibrance. Or on a Avatar, I mean. Aurora Awakener. There we go, I get the card right on the third try. It's a good way to build elementals, though. Yep, I assume that was going to be the play. Get rid of at least one blocker. Deal 3 to us directly. Probably works. Still have access to 2 mana. You hadn't played a land yet, I don't think, so that's 3. I was going to say, they're all attacking, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sadly, because another Vibrance could be in hand, we kind of just have to block. Okay. And... because another Vibrance would deal 3. Problem here, too, is we also have 1 Terror and 1 Calamity already in the graveyard. So I don't even know what we're going to hit from this guy that's going to matter. But, I mean, it could be another Aurora Awakener, right? If we get back-to-back Awakeners, that could be pretty big, too. But we are at 4, so we need a lot to go right on this hit. Oh, I wish I could play you and go get something else cool. But we got to do this and hope we don't miss. At least 1 Awakener in the pile. It was not an Awakener in the pile. And we got the small guy, so we don't even get a lot of value off of this, unfortunately. Is 4 enough to do anything relevant? We have a lot of blockers. Alright, if we get rid of that with 2 of it. 2... I'm trying to just think like where where do we get value stopping stuff here? When this flips, they get 2 mana to spend. Yeah, we just have 4. I guess we just pick something. I don't even know if we want to put stuff in their yard, though. I think we're just going to go 1, 1, and 2 upstairs. Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to go get another Awakener, because I feel like I could have got Calamity, but I feel like we're going to be mostly in a blocking situation here anyway. And if we can hit a Calamity off this, it would still be pretty strong. But I'm trying to go for a chance that maybe plays around some stuff, but who knows? If they have a counter, whatever we have isn't going to matter anyway. At least Aurora Awakener is a 7/7, so that counts for something. But a bounce spell's pretty rough here on us. Oh yeah, that deck, the Elementals deck, could definitely play Vocalist. That's oh no, Patchwork Banner. Oh, so now we don't even have a good block with Terror of the Peaks. That's hurtful, man. That's rough. Yeah, getting rid of a blocker is huge here. Fortunately, all the counters have to go on one creature, so that makes life not so terrible. Wait, oh, because you get multiple triggers. Yeah, that's bad. Oh, what can we do here? Yeah, bouncing stuff is what got us there. Yep. All right, GG's. We were so close. We were so close. We get to go first. Cool. We get Llanowar Elf probably into Noggle Robber, and that's something. All right, put this on red for later. We might need to play more Noggle Robbers, man. This card's really good in here. It just keeps you from getting stuck so often. There's a Bloom Tender. Oh boy. Let's go Bloom Tender. Attack. You know what? I'm actually kind of tempted to attack with both of these. You're not going to block. Even if you do, I don't think we mind. Like, my elf isn't as important as your creature right now. And we have 2 extra lands in hand plus the Bloom Tender. Yep, Dream Thief. You got it. Oh, so they're trying to get to this. Nice. All right. I can appreciate that. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5. We could just have 6. Ooh, you know what? I am going to do this. And I'm going to let Noggle Robber ride a Calamity. Because we get a lot of extra treasure here. Actually, you know what? Had I seen that, I should have just played the Restless Ridgeline and sacked a treasure. So then I could have all the mana to use the Ridgeline and stuff this turn. But, what? Crack a treasure? Crack a treasure? Try to terror? And terror just happens. Alright, I'm gonna go for Noggle Robber. Mostly because they left mana open. I didn't want to just use the Terror of the Peaks there, because if they killed the Terror, then we don't get anything. Really? We get to go to the attack step? Okay, then. Sure. Just cakewalk over fairies, I guess. All right. Well, not how I expected that was going to happen. Yeah, Naga Robber, man. I don't know. I think, and this is a card, if you saw our overrated, underrated videos, this is one that Dev had as underrated, and I think he's right. Because even when he brought it up, I was like, there's a lot of things we could do with this card. And if you're in a world of creature battles where you're just getting to block and possibly kill one of their things and get a treasure, like this just does a lot. Like even we can turn 1 Llanowar Elf, turn 2 Naga Robber, get a treasure. If we block something or it dies, we have another treasure. If we draw a land, you have 6 mana for a Calamity right then, right? Or to Smuggler Surprise or whatever. So yeah, I'm not sure what happened on the opponent's side. I thought anytime you see Looter, it's a sign of shenanigans. You would think they would be doing graveyard stuff, but they just blocked with it. I don't know. Weird. But this second fairy deck we've seen during early access, and they were built very differently. So maybe there's multiple ways to do fairies. I don't know. Okay, this has some of the more exciting turns for sure that we've had in a deck in quite a while. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to make for some good shorts playing this. The interesting thing is, Bloom Tinder helps this deck pop off for sure. But if you don't get the ley line, it's just like, all right, it makes 2 mana. So I think the question is, how high do you want to try to high roll? You know, I think is what we're looking at here. Because it is arguable that we could replace Bloom Tinder with something else that's 2 mana and creates mana, because there's just several things. Matter of fact, there's the 2/2 that untaps when you play a thing that's 4 or greater. There's the 0/4 that makes a good blocker that taps for any color. There's a bunch of things, right, that we could play in this spot that would be reasonable. And then that would allow you to cut ley lines to play an extra Formidable Speaker and 2 more Naga Robbers, and then just go down to 60 cards if you want to, as this is 61, right? Or you can play all that extra mana with your Naga Robbers, your whatever mana creature, whatever, and then just add another random encounter, right, to increase the odds that you get this. Now, the downside to that is obviously your Aurora Awakener would only ever get 2 mana, right? It's either, or 2 cards. It would be red or green. So I think if you want to keep the Aurora Awakener, obviously we keep the ley line, and it's fine. Because here's the other thing about the Formidable Speaker, is you do have to go get a creature. If we were able to go get anything, I would love to go get Leyline, obviously, later in the game. But this is still good enough, because sometimes you're just like, okay, I'm going to get the Aurora Awakener and do it for 2, and that's good enough. Or I'll just go get, like we did in the other game, you know, Calamity, so I can go get a bunch of treasure from Naga Robber to be able to cast whatever I need to cast. So I think this one is just going to be, how hard are we leaning on the Aurora Awakener to do its... Really, how hard are we leaning on Leyline of the Guild Pack more than anything else? But this is actually a really, really cool card, cool deck. It was fun. Obviously, we a couple times just got because we had a slow draw, or they just killed a couple of early mana creatures, which is going to happen. But this was a lot of fun. This was one for fun. But again, link will be over on Moxfield. Y'all know the drill. It's all of you for now. We'll see you next time.